After dropping off the herbs Leezi had collected for her sick friend, your memory is a blur.
Am I concerned enough that I should use the hourglass I have?
As you drop off the herbs to Leezi's terminally ill friend, you meet a cleric who has been attending to this terminally sick friend. The order that this cleric belongs to is a death domain. They all carry a locket, and this locket cannot be opened by any means. However, when they happen upon the person that they are responsible for ferrying from the land of the living to the land of the dead, their locket opens, and it's a picture of the face of the person that they are destined to ferry across the way. That is what you learn during the period of time that the hourglass grants you perfect memory. You are then down in the sewers underneath Everhold.
Okay.
Interestingly, the air is strangely clean and crisp. The faint scent of minerals and a hint of ozone suggest the presence of powerful magic at work.
Interesting.
Thank goodness. I just assumed it would be.
Yes.
I just assumed it would smell awful. So I was bracing myself for just like a terrible time.
I just assumed I
You wanna
destroyed
try
my olfactory with all the elf
God.
dust, but it's me.
Detect magic reveals that the glyphs that adorn the walls and floors near the water's path here in the sewer are transmutation magic. Do an Arcana or History check, everybody.
18.
19.
18, 19.
6.
16.
Everybody, ironically, except Leezi knows how to get down here. Once down here, I think maybe you're just...
All is...
Now you're checked out. Smoke if you got him. The rest of you, there is a symbol in these glyphs of the god of water and purification, Istisha.
It's basically not like we're not in sewer water at all. It's just like water.
Oh, really? Donovan takes the water and splashes it at Saoirse's face.
I splash it back.
Ew, that's gross.
I dive down on
Ew, that's pee.
No, Donovan, it's Istisha.
It's still pee.
Not anymore. Now it's water. I just take a little bit.
Ew. Saoirse.
Oh no!
Oh, delicious.
There's parasites in
it
there.
smells like mezcal.
I don't like water.
Donovan throws water at...
No, don't throw
Helmet.
water at me. Oh my gosh. I don't trust a
Splash, splash.
I don't trust gods. They abandoned me. I don't trust them. So I don't trust this god.
Donovan keeps throwing water at Heulwin.
Stop!
I'm gonna splash Leezi.
Okay. Splash Leezi.
It's fine.
Not
It's
fan.
fine. It's just
Wow.
water.
I'm all wet though.
I love it. It is always better to be wet than to be dry. I don't know how many times I have to
deep is
say
it?
this.
Only one way to find out.
I drown myself.
Yeah,
in the
I mean
water.
you mermaided around, so like
I did swim around.
Leezi goes for a
it.
cannonball.
All right,
Yeah.
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 Let's do a performance check to see how sick this cannonball
No,
is.
but no.
Fucking 21!
That's a backflip.
Yeah, I think it is a backflip
Yeah.
into a cannonball.
Donovan grabs Heulwin and jumps into the water with her in his arms.
Let's see whether or not it works, right?
I don't want to.
You gotta do a strength check versus either dexterity or constitution.
8.
18.
Ah, doesn't work this time.
It's full on like little brother on the leg of bigger sister.
Get up.
It's alright. I'll try again later.
I know. He's infatigable.
Yeah. Anything you guys want to talk about now that you've fled?
Well, I got something to say. I just want to tell you all that, like, I've never had friends.
We've been friends for years. We've adventured together. It's a whole part of our backstory. We know each other.
That's how you got to level 3.
Okay, well, I said I never had friends. I only had one friend.
It was me.
Aww.
Now I really feel like I have friends.
That's weird. We're not friends.
Well, you're my friend.
Weird. Don't awe that.
Helen, who hurt you?
Literally everybody.
I'm gonna say society. It seems.
Well, I just want you to know that I care about you.
That sounds like. You all like me mad. No,
Too
no,
hard.
no, don't touch
Come
me.
on,
Don't
come
touch
on.
me. I will firebolt you.
You wouldn't firebolt a badger.
Okay, I'll hug the badger.
There we go. I do.
Stop.
Are you a turtle?
The little animal with the shell with the
They
fin
are
and the-
green and they have shells.
Yes.
Because you have a shell.
An emotional shell.
An emotional shell. You know, the thing though about turtles is people think they go into their shell, but no, they actually are their shell.
You know, maybe one day I could break that shell.
But then what
Don't.
happens
That
to
would
the
break her
turtle?
back.
I know, in
Really?
this analogy, what happens to the turtle when you break the shell?
Make turtle soup.
No.
This analogy is over.
It is. So I just wanted to say, similar to Donovan, but completely different. Does anyone know how many potions Honey and I stole?
How many?
How many?
Guess.
10.
More.
20.
More.
What?
35.
Yes!
Oh, I am divinely connected
That's
to
so
them.
many potions!
I know, we sang a little song about it. We sang, we like to steal. We steal so much. And then we just swoop them all into my purse.
Oh, the purse is a terrible place to store
Whoa.
them.
No, it's a great.
Maybe we should give them
No,
to
you
some of
should-
all of
Can I
You
us.
see?
should literally hide them in my tail. I have so many necessary oils hidden in my
And
tail.
more would fit.
More would fit.
Is it bigger on
35.
the inside?
It's much bigger on the
How
inside.
does that work?
It's just a lot of penetration.
Can I see
Double
it?
penetration,
Yes.
triple penetration, sometimes
Quadruple.
deca
Decca! I wasn't even gonna go
Can you
there.
show? Can I see it?
No, that's weird.
No,
No.
Donovan, you can't.
No.
Friends don't ask each other to see each other's deca penetration. Obviously.
That's a very weird question.
I was just asking.
But I'm
too much.
saying they would be safe there. You wouldn't have to worry about someone robbing the purse.
No.
What do you think, Badger? Honey Badger?
Let's do an animal handling. Let's do an animal
Happy.
handling.
Alright.
That's funny.
Because Honey has approved it here, I will let you place them in a deca penetration style yourself.
Perfect.
Which is a
That's perfect. And then there's
You don't
35.
need to warm up.
It just feels nice.
It feels good.
Yes.
Yes. It just naturally feels good.
Yes, it does.
Wow,
It
you're
does.
lucky that feels that way for you.
Oh.
Donovan runs.
Okay.
Where?
Do I see any light at the end of this tunnel?
No.
Do I hear any wind?
No.
Do I smell anything?
You smell the minerals and ozone that is indicative of powerful magics at work, making so that this is a crystal clear water situation.
Is there any indication of, like, the water flowing in a certain direction?
One of them's going this way, and one of them's going this way, and then it winds up in an MC Escher sort of situation.
How well does Leezi know the...
How much has she plumbed down these depths?
Not much.
The thing that Leezi most notices, which is different from the times that she has plumbed these depths before, is that a few glyphs are flickering out of time with the others.
What does that mean?
That's difficult. With your 8 arcana or whatever to discern.
Okay.
I got a 19. Can I perceive anything about this?
Well, now that you two have talked about this, you now detect conjuration magic on this. Normally, the glyphs only bear transmutation magic.
I feel like we just follow them. You know, follow the things that aren't like the others, right?
To go
We
towards the
follow, not
conjuring.
like- I think the glyphs that are different than the surrounding glyphs may be
Also,
the key.
let's not trust the water.
Okay, water.
It can't be
hater.
trusted.
What do you want?
But,
Do you want
but,
to be dry
but
as a
I
bell?
feel like gravity
Yes.
can be trusted.
That's
No,
debatable.
you know, and that's...
Listen, gravity is just a theory, okay?
Yeah,
Sure.
Okay. You can't rely on what people say. Some people say the earth is flat.
I mean, everybody.
How
agrees.
everybody,
Yeah,
yes, we
everybody
all
agrees
agree on that. It's like
You know
saying-
what? One day I will find somebody who does not agree. And when that day comes...
I agree with you, Heulwin.
Yes, what if they are lying?
Why is he being nice to me? You're so weird.
Because he overheard us.
Maybe
Stop.
he's feeling bad about trying to throw you in the water.
Donovan shouts, I found the way out! This way! Follow my voice!
Does
I
he?
suspect he's lying, but we might as well find out.
Well, maybe we should probably stick together.
Yes.
Eh.
But we might as well see. What did he find? Donovan!
Sorry.
What?
Honey and I sort of wade our way towards Donovan.
Hello, hello.
Leezi follows because stick together.
I'm good.
That's right.
I stay.
It's not exactly clear what it is that is going to get you out of here. You could go back the way you came, back to the mobile command center of the City Watch, where you're certain to face arrest.
Oh, but Lucian's hologram. That's the only reason I'm not going
do
back.
anything. Those fingers aren't real.
Just have a little bit more space in there still, you know. After the 35
Really?
killing
After the
there's
Deca?
some more space.
After the Deca penetration.
Well, technically 35. We had to figure out what the
yes,
word is
I
for
don't
it.
know what the
35.
prefix is for that.
We don't know whether there's even been a word invented for this.
No. I mean, there
35
must have
of
been.
penetration.
And all of the
Let's have got some necessary oils, so we're at like 37, 38.
and all of the internet. There
Mhm.
must have been a word invented for this.
All right, all of our followers,
Tell us.
yeah, look it up and then message it to us.
Please message us this with links. It's not at the tip of the tongue.
Correct.
Yes.
The effects of perfect memory have obviously worn off.
Did we have we caught up with Donovan?
Yeah.
Hey, where were
Okay,
you?
you said you found the way out. What
I
is
did.
this?
Where is it?
Okay, where is it?
I got lonely.
You were by yourself for less than a minute, Donovan.
I was lost. There's no way out.
Then!
What?
Come, we
And
need
then-
you.
Wait, let's go to her because
Yeah, come to me.
she's finding the glyphs.
Let's
But
go this
they're
way.
impossible to follow.
What makes you say that way?
Gut instinct.
He has a rogue gut that tells him to throw up in the middle of the night after eating gluten. Okay?
Yeah, this gut is not reliable.
I'm allergic to gluten. You know this.
I know you're sensitive. Okay, you're sensitive. You're not allergic.
Look, I think it's that way.
Donovan, what do you want out of this?
I want to become a noble.
Boo-hoo!
There are a lot
Oh,
My
what do you
father's
know?
like a god that abandoned me for tiefling, so whatever.
What was that?
Are we close or are we just
We must
yelling
have-
at each other
we
from
must have
across
become
the...
close.
What?
Yeah. In
Rough.
order to avoid this being an auditory hellscape, we're all close to each
We
other.
reunited.
Bro, what happened?
What, do we having sob story about life right now?
You
I mean, yes,
you abandoned?
apparently.
They need to recognize that they made a mistake when they abandoned me, and then so if I just got somebody with nobility just decided like, oh hey, look at her, she is magical and divine, and so I give her nobility, then I would be fine. I would be fine.
Leezi goes and gives her a hug.
We all give her a hug.
Yeah. Do you want to hold honey again?
Yes, I'll take
I
my
knew you would.
honey and I can.
Helvin, what if we help the world see your divinity?
That is more appropriate.
Because I can't see it, no one else can.
That is all I want. People need to see it. They need to recognize it, okay? I am better than them and they need to know it.
But that,
You want people to see your nobility.
I want to
mean,
become a
this
noble.
is
And you want to be recognized as divinity.
divine. And
Well,
what
divine,
you see
noble,
that
same
I
thing.
know, I see the same.
Similar.
And what I
We are
think-
opposite.
I think we're the same.
Do you not realize the situation we are in?
Leezi, what the fuck do you want?
You want to be recognized as the best chef.
You want to be Iron Chef,
I
don't
think
you?
she's a pretty good
I mean,
assassin.
She is, that's true. She is. Would you like to be an assassin instead?
Would you like to be a
Mass
rogue?
murder is mass
Great
murder.
assassin.
I want
preferred
to
term.
be. I want to be a healer. I want to be able.
Healer.
Yes. I want
Oh,
people to
that's
come
pretty
to me
far
and-
away from that.
I want people to be able to come to me
And they need to
Yeah.
die, and you're going to help them by killing
Ease,
them.
yes, ease the pain and suffering and just let them go into the next stage of life. I love that.
Like euthanasia.
Mercy killing,
like
some call it.
euthanasia, an angel of death, if you will.
What's your favorite dish?
It is like the roller coaster of death.
Quesadilla.
Ooh.
Quesadilla, I would never question it.
Quesadilla, kill ya!
A delicious, cheesy bread.
I never wanted to kill anybody.
I never wanted to be a star, but here we are.
You
I
are
never
a star.
wanted to be divine.
I
I just was, you know.
Divine, noble, famous chef.
And crazy
Bard.
You want to be
Bard
famous.
tender.
Bard to the king.
But aren't
or maybe
you are
I am
already
the king.
famous? You're already famous.
I mean, if you know,
She's got two fans, you and me.
Okay.
I am your favorite artist, but you know, I could be so much more. I could be the bard of the king. Nay, I could be the king himself.
Everybody do a history check.
20.
21.
I got 18.
13.
The two of you know something that very few people in the Five Kingdoms know. You two know other stuff, and I'll start with the things that you two know. You are aware that the Five Kingdoms were united by someone of Aasimar background. The Aasimar are people who have been touched by divinity in a way that causes a mortal lineage to change into one that is influenced by celestial backgrounds. There are many different ways for this to happen. It's not always explainable how it was. It's not necessarily a Zeus situation where Zeus comes down and fucks somebody. The two of you with your 20 and 21 are aware that a couple decades ago, when the 5 kingdoms were all united, that's when the High King and the High Queen had their firstborn child. However, something happened. That child disappeared, and nobody talks about it. There is not any available information as to what happened to the firstborn child of the High King and the High Queen. They had another child relatively recently, I want to say within the past decade. However, in infancy, toddlership, very, very young, passed away. The High King does not have any known heirs.
If we find the king,
We kill him.
I mean, maybe we kill him and take his
With the
spawn.
quesadilla?
No, we should
Yeah,
no.
exactly.
Okay, so you make the quesadilla that kills him, she becomes king,
No.
and then you
Oh
have
my-
everyone
no.
realize and divine,
There
and then
will be
whatever
no
he wants.
killing.
And
No
no,
killing,
this
no
is
more,
my
no
ascension
more.
to the throne, and then vouch for me. Yes, because here's the thing, right? The king doesn't fuck enough. The king does not fuck enough, okay?
How do you know?
Because otherwise he would have more children.
You know he has a child.
I have not seen this child.
I know about it.
We all know about him, but have you ever seen him?
He disappeared years ago.
So he's gone. So there's no child.
No, he's out there.
Well, the thing is, someone could step in and said child.
I could do
Who
that.
would know?
Do we
no,
know?
No one said it was you,
I
okay?
don't know if you're right for that. This was my question. Do you know that the child was a boy?
You didn't even know about the child.
I think the child was a girl.
The first child.
It was a green girl, in fact.
No, the child was about 30 years old.
A green
brown
girl with
hair,
a white face.
blue eyes.
Okay.
She ended up disappearing in the
No, it was
kitchen.
a green girl. It was a green girl. They had the whole song about it. They were
No.
like, oh my god,
No.
she's green.
In theaters now.
I think the child was from his, tryst with an elven woman and then smuggled off to a faraway kingdom, Cascadia.
That doesn't sound very
No,
likely.
no.
That to me sounds incredibly likely.
I like your story.
Yeah.
I always knew my parents were my parents. They weren't glamorous.
Have you seen your fucking ears? You're not a fucking human.
Of course, I admire them in the
It
mirror
was
every day.
literally
You're an
a
elf.
princess.
I think we've yet to come to the answer, which is
That we're selfish assholes. And
I
all we
think-
want is power and greed
recognition.
and status.
I don't consider that selfish. I consider that self-actualizing. I want what is owed to me. I will not live a life that I do not deserve.
Mhm.
And I deserve nobility. I deserve power.
No one
and
owes
I
you
deserve
nothing.
status.
You
Everyone
don't
owes
serve.
me everything.
You don't serve anyone by playing small.
Where did I hear that before?
Honey just told me.
Oh, such a
She
beautiful
is a
quote.
life coach. What if we found the king, drugged him, made him our minion? That could be good.
That's
too.
awful.
Now hang on a
No,
second.
Stick.
What if the
No.
myths
You
are
are
true?
you
and
evil?
No.
All right.
I'm just self-motivated.
I mean, evil is questionably. As someone who grew up green my whole life,
So one way or another, whether it's to kill him, as I know you want to
No!
rob him, to take his, speak to him as if he is your dad. I know you've always wanted to speak to your dad. We need him, right? We could find him. This could be our next step up.
I am definitely down to find the king, and then once we meet him, talk to him face to face, we determine whether he's worth
We can
saving.
decide how to kill him.
I mean,
If you kill the king, I'm not joining you because I need the king.
It is the case that if Saoirse were to ascend to the throne of the High King, she could grant land, titles, and nobilities to any person that she wanted to.
I would hope you would use discernment.
What about me?
I would.
Why can't I be king?
Maybe we can
No.
decide on who's king later after we get out of here because we can't find the king if we're still here.
Stuck in the sewer. Yes.
Now we agree.
Now we agree. We find
Find
the king.
the
Well,
king.
because that will help us find which way to go.
Yes, because
first
you follow
rung-
your heart and your
First
divine
rung
heart.
of the
and your divine
ladder is
soul.
get out of the sewers. Second rung of the ladder is find the king. What do we need to do that? I believe we need to, what is it? When it's stealing but you don't call it that?
Borrowing.
Taxes.
Both excellent answers. Acquiring. We need to acquire a ship. First rung, get out of the sewers. Second rung, acquire a ship.
I feel it.
Do you feel it? Do you feel it in a direction out of the sewers?
Okay.
That is the first rung.
We go that way.
All right, let's
Try it.
As you start going that direction, you hear voices, and they are quite familiar from your recent encounter. The first one says, "Seems our stealth has succeeded stupendously." And the second says, "Splendidly so. The sovereign stooges are still stumbling in circles. Such satisfying subterfuge. Shall we celebrate?" Then a third voice comes in saying, "Satisfying and schmatisfying. I can't believe that two of you wouldn't let me get my paws on that kid's pet mouse on the way out of that veterinary hospital. Our daring deeds were for decrees, not dinner." And then the first one says, "Who would steal somebody's pet? That's downright diabolical." You approach these voices. What do?
I duck underwater.
Okay.
Because I'm enjoying the water so I can swim up closer. And I'm a singer. I have an excellent breath hold.
Yeah.
I sneak in the shadows.
Can I action hide?
I'm also
Putting
gonna
action
just
on.
like slip into the water so that just my eyes are above.
Okay, yeah.
I'm swimming under it, eyes open. I don't care.
Thaumaturgy, loud voice.
What's it say?
You fools!
Fools! You're fixated on foiling our fabulous feat?
No, you stole. Just give back.
Okay, do you all like pop out? Or
Well, Honey and I are underwater. Have we swam up close enough to like bite an ankle?
You're close enough that you could hop out, but I don't think you're close enough to bite somebody's ankle now.
But I would like to startle them.
I wanted to cast Ray of Sickness.
Mhm.
7.
It actually zaps one of those glyphs that's on the wall. And you can see that the one that sort of is responsible for making sure that the water where you are is purified fizzles out for a second.
Gross.
I'll just let you interpret that the way that you want to.
Honey and I would like to burst up, and you know that thing when you're in the pool and you have water in your mouth and you go through your teeth? We do that at their faces.
All right,
Especially
yeah.
the cats.
Yeah, I'm gonna give that one to you.
And that's
yeah.
the unglyphed water I would like to add, because the water just became unglyphed. That is
It's all
sewer water we are
That was in
spitting
your
out.
mouth?
I can't catch anything anymore. I already have everything.
Yes, you're immune? Okay.
Yeah, I'm immune.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
straight into the little cat's mouth.
Oh, yeah.
This is what I like about her.
Thank you.
How far away am I from them hiding?
Let's say 20 feet.
I'm going to come up to them and pickpocket.
All right? Yeah.
I didn't count because it didn't go. It needs to go in here first.
Maybe when Meowth or the Sphinx of Wonder is spitting out all this fur, that's getting everywhere. It's kind of like when a dog shakes itself to get all the water off, and I think that's probably enough of a distraction to make it so that Donovan's like, oh, I don't. Ew, it's so gross. Yeah, I don't want any of that. As this happens, they realize that you have got the drop on them. Heavenly wings open up from one of them, and he leaps up into the air and hits one of these flickering glyphs. The smooth stone walls and the clean shimmering water disappear in a chaotic flash of blinding light. For a moment, gravity seems to lose meaning, pulling you in every direction before dropping you into utter silence. You no longer smell the clean mineral smells and ozone scents of the sewers. You are instead in an enormous cavern-like space, lit by no natural source, but instead by faintly glowing, jagged lines of energy etched into the walls, floor, and ceiling, which appears to be hundreds of feet above you. You don't see the Ballista Battalion anywhere, and this is a completely alien space to you. What do you do?
This is different.
They must have only invited us here.
Is everyone
because we're the
okay?
best.
Where are we?
It feels like a VIP section. That's why they're not here.
Yeah.
That must be it. Yeah.
Is this
Yeah.
a part?
It was so
Did we
quiet
die?
Before we started
I
talking.
start to walk.
And above you, the domed ceiling seems infinite, illuminated by constellations of faintly glowing lights that move and shift across the expanse, mimicking the stars of a living sky. 12 towering archways loom ahead of you in this circular chamber. 11 of the arches are sealed, their entrances blocked by smooth stone. One seems to pulse faintly in time with your heartbeat, slightly illuminating the void beyond. While she's voguing and strutting, do the rest of you want to sort of investigate the space?
Yes.
Now,
Investigate.
let's see the three of your
I mean,
investigation.
voguing and strutting is my form of investigation.
Oh no.
Does anybody have a passive perception of above 13? Or 13 or more?
No.
Okay.
Oh,
Mine is
11.
12. I'm very close.
History, investigation, or nature. What did the three of you roll?
8.
Okay.
Call a 7.
One of you points out, you're not sure who, that one constellation stands out. It's unlike the others. It's flickering. One of you points out that the constellation that's flickering is Aquarius, the water bearer. One of you also notices that beneath that constellation, something on the floor faintly reflects its light, like fireflies signaling to one another. Does anybody go over to examine that?
For sure.
Of course.
Arcana or an investigation check?
Am I still strutting and I'm not near them?
You're still strutting towards the open.
Oh no, I got a nap. Fuck.
21.
13.
With your 21, there is a shard on the ground underneath where the Aquarius constellation is flickering above you.
I pick up shard.
Saoirse, do you sashay through the archway into the next area?
Of course I do. That's my natural next stage.
Do a perception check.
Not great. Not great.
Saoirse continues to sashay into the next room. The archway that is not blocked is pulsating ever brighter.
I walk towards the archway.
And I walked through it like nothing happened, yes.
Yeah.
I'm just distracting.
Yes. There is a natural pull into this next room.
Does it
Definitely
feel
doing it?
sinister or icky in any way?
It feels as natural as breathing.
I walked through it like nothing, so.
Yes,
Leezi
I
goes in.
follow as well.
And I should have said it feels as natural as breathing, eating, or dying.
I follow.
You notice a circular platform that is floating a few feet above the ground with glowing glyphs etched into its surface and rotating slowly. Its surface is carved with a depiction of the night sky, however, one area is dark. And you have a feeling that that pull that was compelling you to come through here was a sense of yearning coming from this giant rotating disc. As the shard is brought near, it begins to glow intensely. What do you do?
Closer.
I bask in the light as close as I can get.
Leezi starts to feel a little wary.
Donovan attacks it with his knife.
Roll an attack.
12.
You feel the same feeling that every predator has when hunting its prey. You experience the feeling of the necessary violence that's required for survival as you do this.
I walk through the center and I look up.
As you step onto this disc, the shard leaves your hands, completing a fractured constellation with a radiant burst of light. The stars carved into this disc's surface ignite in unison, flooding the chamber with a dazzling glow. And for a moment, gravity once again disappears. The ground beneath your feet dissolves into shimmering starlight, and as the brilliance dissipates, you find yourselves standing on solid ground. You're near the exit to the sewers.
Did we defy gravity?
That was
Something
a trip.
has changed within me. Can we go back? I want to go back there. That was so beautiful. I felt
What
connected.
was all the
happened?
light in my face? You know, you're
Saoirse,
Lights,
did you
stardust.
slip something in my drink?
No, not this time.
That seems like a pretty good place for an intermission to me.
We did it!
Somehow we
I
did
definitely
it.
thought we were gonna die!